Hey, welcome in. We're live here at Trion Stadium, Sam R McCain Stadium, Clarence Blevins Field. I'm here with Paul Cavan. No Lawrence tonight. He's feeling under the weather, so we're going to sub in for him. We got a big set of games. We got 30 games from the local area, 30 teams in the playoffs.
Yes, sir. Round one.
Obviously, this game here we'll talk about toward the end. Trion hosting the playoff game after winning Region 7A. We'll go through, and first of all, I want to go ahead and take a quick second. Veterans Day is coming up. A lot of people celebrate it today. It's actually tomorrow, I believe.
Yep.
But I just want to, say thank you from Northwest Georgia football and myself, and I'm sure Paul will.
Absolutely.
The same sentiment. So we're just going to throw a quick Veterans Day video up and appreciation. Once again, thank you to all the men and women who have served and gave us the opportunity to sit here and talk a little football.
Absolutely right.
Speaking of that, let's jump into it. I'll pop it up on the screen here. East Coweta at North Paulding. North Paulding grabbed one of the top two spots there. They're hosting. They're a 9-point favorite over East Coweta. I think North Paulding is going to make it first victory of Northwest Georgia teams right here. I'll take North Paulding in a close one there.
I'm going to agree with you, Benton. I think that's going to be a fairly competitive football game. And we've talked all season about all these Paulding County teams, and then we've been pretty high on several of them. And so I'm going to take North Paulding at home as well.
Yeah, next, the Harrison Hoyas on the road at Carrollton. Carrollton is a 34-point favorite. Personally, I think Carrollton's just been rolling. I don't think the first round of playoffs is going to stop them in this situation.
No, absolutely not. I think this is just going to be basically another tune-up game for them, getting ready for the stiffer competition that's going to be coming in a couple weeks.
East Paulding finished in the lower half of their region, and they'll be at Lanier. Lanier is only a 2-point favorite. This is one of those where I think the Raiders might have a shot to go on the road and get the upset. Not going to pick them in my upset special, although that would be a good one to pick. I'll take Lanier in a close one.
I'm just going to roll the dice here again. Go with the Paulding County School. I mean, I don't know if this is necessarily an upset of the week as a 2-point favorite, but I'm going to roll the dice and take East Paulding getting a road win round one.
I like it. South Paulding at Gainesville. That's. I believe Gainesville was in the state championship game last year. If they didn't win it, 35-point favorite, Gainesville will be too strong for South
Gainesville's, kind of like you said about Carrollton. They're rolling right now. Those guys are loaded. And unfortunately for this Paulding County team, I don't believe South Paulding is going to be able to get past Gainesville tonight.
Sprayberry on the road at Rome. Rome's a 35-point favorite. Any chance Rome's looking forward to the next week?
I don't think so. I really don't. I think they've been rolling, and I think they're going to continue to roll tonight, and then they can turn their attention to the big one next Friday night.
Yeah, I agree. I think Rome takes care of business, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's more than a 35.
Yeah.
Centennial is at Cartersville, 35-point favorite. Cartersville, they just seem to They haven't really been flashy. You didn't have the big names that you normally do,
Yep.
but guess what? They've got it done again.
They have got it done again, and they've had to come from behind to get a couple of those wins, but they've got it done. And I think at home, round 1 tonight against Centennial, I think they get it done again.
Dalton, 4-point favorite. This is only one of a handful of teams that are actually road favorites.
Yeah.
You know, Dalton is a 4-point favorite at GAC. GAC is notoriously not an easy place to play.
No.
I'm not real sure about what GAC has, but I've been picking against Dalton all year, and I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it to them. Actually, I probably am going to do it to them because I'm going to pick Dalton, and every time I pick against them this year, they've won. But I'm going to pick Dalton this time, and this maybe we'll change the streak. Maybe we'll go forward with Dalton.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you, Ben. I'm going to go with Dalton too. I'm going to throw it to Lee Corso kind of from game day here, but Dalton being on the road and a lower seed, the 4-point favorite, somebody knows something I don't know. And so, so I'm going to go with Dalton.
All righty. Next one coming, Cass at Kell. Kell is an 18-point favorite. Cass on the road. Cass has a lot of talent. I think Kell's going to win this game, but I think Cass is going to keep it close for a while.
Yeah, I mean, Cass had the big win, against Calhoun to get in and eliminate Calhoun a couple weeks ago. Against Kell on the road, man, I just think I agree with you, Ben. I think Cass is going to play hard. I think they're going to keep it close for a while, but I think in the end, Kell's just a little bit too much.
One of our callers here, we'll take a quick thing, and Vertex says he's in Atlanta right now to watch the Dalton at GAC. So we'll be looking for you later to give us the lowdown on that game and how it went. Hopefully Dalton can come back to Northwest Georgia with a victory.
Absolutely.
Cambridge on the road at Hiram. Hiram's a 33-point favorite. Hiram, another one of those teams with tons of D1 talent.
Yep.
I think Hiram gets it done probably pretty easily this week.
Yep, I agree. I think Hiram wins big at home and is on to round 2.
Hatfield Charter, which has been a pretty good power in the lower classifications, moved up a little bit, and they're at Central. Central's a 16-point favorite. I wouldn't be surprised to see this one pretty close early, but I think Central's just got one too many athletes, a little bit too much for Hatfield this time.
Yeah, I agree. Central at home, they've been really, really impressive this season. They've been one of the teams we've talked about a whole lot, and I think Central gets it done, and they're on to round 2 as well.
There's a common theme. You see a lot of 15 to 30-point favorites, especially when teams are lower seeds and traveling. So next game, similar, Heritage at Westminster. Westminster is a 25-point favorite, and I would have to go with Westminster in that one. Even though Heritage, I think, can rise to the occasion at times. They did this year.
They can. Heritage is a tough football team, and they're going to go down there and they're going to play tough and they're going to play physical football. I'm going to agree with you, though, Benton. I just think Westminster at home is just going to be a little too much for them.
All right, moving on to the next game. Northwest Woodfield is on the road at a very tough Stevenson team. Stevenson is a 22-point favorite, and I think that's probably about right, to be honest with you. Stevenson, pretty good team.
Yeah, Northwest has got some explosive. They've got some explosive guys on offense, and I think they may make a couple explosive offensive plays, but I don't think it's going to be enough to beat Stevenson tonight.
Yeah, in the local area, Northwest is one of those teams we followed. Defensive line was pretty good size and athletic, so you never know, they might can hang around, but Stevenson's real tough.
Yeah.
Holy Innocents, one of the only even spread game. Holy Innocents is on the road at Cedartown. We all know Cedartown didn't have the start of the season that Jimmy Abrams Bulldogs wanted, but hey, they're back in the playoffs. They got their opportunity. Now they're even with Holy Innocents at home. It's going to be a massive crowd. I'll take Cedartown in a squeaker.
Yeah, Cedartown, like you said, they started off a little slower than what I think they expected, but they got the ship righted, played well late in the season. They're at home, and in an even game, I'm going to go with the home team. So Cedartown Bulldogs.
All right, getting into a little bit smaller classifications here. 2A, we got Gordon Lee on the road at Lumpkin. Lumpkin is a 35-point favorite, excuse me. We've seen what Lumpkin's done to a few teams this year. They come in and got our merchant pretty good. I think Gordon Lee is an improving team. I just don't think they're ready for what Lumpkin's got. Large offensive line, big back, quarterback can throw it around. I think it's going to be tough.
Yeah, I'm going to completely agree. I mean, Gordon Lee has improved. They're young. Gordon Lee's young. They start a lot of young kids, a lot of sophomores, a few freshmen, and I think they're going to be a team to look out for in the coming years. But tonight at Lumpkin County, it's going to be too much to ask Gordon Lee to pull that one off.
Yeah, I think Gordon Lee's probably going to go on a playoff streak. I think the next couple of years they're definitely going to be a playoff team. They're going to be tough to handle.
Yep.
Gilmer on the road at Adairsville. Adairsville is a 19-point favorite, but I think from what I understand, Adairsville may be a little bit beat up. So this Gilmer team's going to come in there. I think with an opportunity right here, and I'm not going to pick this as my upset special week. I wouldn't dare go against the Northwest Georgia team in an upset special, but I'm going to take Adairsville in a close one. I think it's going to be closer to 19. Hopefully everybody can get out on the field. I'm not sure about the injury situation. Gilmer's a tough team.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right, Benton. To me, Adairsville at home, 100% healthy. I think that 19-point spread's about right. But if they're not 100% healthy, and there's some word that they're not, then I think it's going to be closer than that. I'm still going with Adairsville, but I think it's going to be a pretty close game.
All right, I want to take a second to say thank you to our sponsor for the year here. Al Smith, Alpha Insurance. You can see here, call him at 706-529-6786. He sponsors our scoreboard show, which you can hear at 11 o'clock p.m. normally on every Friday night. We'll continue to do it during the playoffs as long as we got a good many Northwest Georgia teams in. We appreciate everything he's done, and he's a supporter of Northwest Georgia football.
That very much so.
All right, you can see a few guys coming out behind us here, and a few people getting in the stands. We're pretty early today.
We got some of the special teams guys out here.
Yeah, pretty early today. Just hopefully the camera and us will stay safe with the football. This guy behind us, he looks like he can catch the ball pretty well. So. All right, jump back into the second half of the Pickem here, getting more into the smaller schools. We got White County on the road at Bremen. Bremen's a 9-point favorite. I don't know a whole lot about White, but I know when you go to Bremen, you got to earn it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take the Blue Devils now.
I'm going to take the Blue Devils too. They're at home, and we've talked a bunch this year. With Lawrence as well. Bremen's a physical team. They'll hit you. And I believe Bremen gets the W.
All right, Ringo at Westland. Westland is a 17-point favorite. Ringo, I think during the middle of the season there, they had a pretty good bout with injuries, and I think they're back about as healthy as they've been from what I hear.
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if Ringo hangs around. Here he comes. Hey. Close one. I seen it coming out of the quarter mile.
Oh, yeah.
Got to save us there, man.
That makes it exciting. I like this right.
Yeah.
Never know what's coming.
Yeah. Anyway, like I said, Ringo is about as injury-free as they've been. And I think that could make them dangerous because, they're going to – I would say they're probably a lower seed than they would have been if they had –
stayed healthy.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
And I'm going to take Westland in a close one here, but I think Ringo could pull it.
I completely agree with you. I think Ringo could pull it. I'm going to take Westland in a real close one at home tonight, but I think Ringo puts up one heck of a fight. And, just think Westland pulls it out right at the end.
All righty. We hadn't been saying Lawrence's picks. Like I said, he's feeling a little under the weather, so he stayed at home. But I did discuss this game with him, and him and I are on the same page with this. We're going to take the model Blue Devils. Whoa! Live TV. We'll be right back after these messages.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, y'all fine, man.
I just put a little timer on there.
That makes it fun.
Watch out. Oh. I already missed the sunset trying to film the sky. I saw that.
I almost caught that one, Ben. Just out of reach. In the future, we might want to face the field.
I'll go back that way, but all right, I'm going to.
Yeah, we're good.
Maybe. You see that it's lit up?
Yep.
Give me a second and then hit it.
And I'm going to score.
Ready? All right, I got the game back up here. All right. I think we're back up and running now, Ben. Took a couple incoming shots there, folks.
For those of us who don't know what just happened, we had some missiles come in from behind us there. Some footballs are warming up. They moved over a little bit.
We actually took one to the camera and one to the iPad both.
Yeah, and we have adapted and overcome. So we're going to pop it back up. See what comments we got. Bunch of go dogs so far. Adam Lee says go dogs. We haven't quite got to that game yet. The dogs that I think he's talking about. David Howard as well saying go dogs. Buddy Kevin Daniels said you might have to relocate.
Yeah, we may have to.
Hey, we're going to stick it out. We're going to stick it out.
Tonight for sure.
All right. Let's pop back
pop
in.
those games back up. We'll get to the last several.
All right. Like I was saying, I didn't get all the picks from Lawrence, but I did get enough to know that he was bullish on this model team, and I agree with it. I'm going to take model on the road at the rail. 5-point favorite is the rail.
Make it a double.
Make it a triple upset. Lawrence likes model. I like model. Paul's going to go with model. So model, we're sorry. Put you on the hot seat, but I think model is going to get this one done. Next one coming down, Washington is at Rockmart. Rockmart's a 35-point favorite. I think Rockmart rolls. I don't think there's no question.
Yeah, Rockmart's been rolling, and I think they're going to continue to roll.
All righty. Fannin County on the road at North Cobb Christian. This is another one that I thought about using the upset special for. And
go ahead and hit it again. I'm going Fannin County.
Okay. Well, Paul's going to go ahead and go.
I'm going Fannin County.
Paul went Fannin County. I like Fannin County in this game. I think North Cobb is just going to have just enough, probably passing game. Normally North Cobb's one of those teams that can throw the ball around. That may give Fannin a little issue. I don't know. I'm going to go with North Cobb in a close one. But I wouldn't doubt if Fannin went on the road and got it done. South Atlanta on the road at North Murray. North Murray's a 17-point favorite. North Murray's going to have too much offense, I think, for South Atlanta.
I think they are too. North Murray at home, that offense. Obviously, Petty and Williams up there. Those guys, they put up the yards, and I think they're going to put up enough to pull it off tonight.
Next one, Temple on the road at Irwin County. Just seeing a 13-point spread, it kind of shocks me because we've seen a Temple team early in the year that looked pretty impressive. Mm-hmm. And then they had their fair share of issues during the middle of the season. Now, they played some tougher competition.
They absolutely did.
So they got challenged there. Irwin County is normally a perennial power. I like Irwin in this game, probably 2 touchdowns or something.
I like Irwin as well. I'd love to see Temple pull off this upset, but Irwin County is a tough place to go play.
Yeah, absolutely.
And even from Temple, that's a haul down there. So I'm going to go with Irwin County being the home team there.
All righty, we'll get into this local region here. We got Pepperell earlier today played at Mount Vernon. I really don't even know the final. If somebody wants
35-7.
35-7 Mount Vernon. Yep. Pepperell, they had their chances early. I think they turned the ball over. Maybe anyway, I watched some of it, but I didn't watch enough to know how the game went. But Mount Vernon looked like they had the size advantage for sure.
Yeah.
So Pepperell season will end. Pretty good season, actually better than a lot of us predicted, better than I predicted. So I'll give credit for that. So Darlington on the road at Woodfield Academy. Woodfield Academy is an 8-point favorite. I think this is another one of those games where, which Darlington team shows up. If the Darlington team shows up that putting 42 points on everybody, then they might have a shot at playing this one. I don't know a lot about Whitfield County. What say you?
I'll tell you what, I'm a little surprised Whitfield Academy is only an 8-point favorite. I really am. And they are at home. But I tell you what, I think Darlington is going to bounce back after a tough game here. And I think they're going to go on the road. I think they're going to bounce back. I think they're going to play hard. I think this game's going to be super competitive. And why not? Heck, I'm going to go with another upset. I'm going to go with Darlington.
I like it. I normally don't put stuff like this on here, but I got a little rebuttal. So just a reminder, he says it's a win for all Northwest Georgia and Calhoun Yellow Jackets on the playoffs. I mean, I understand you're joking, but look out, Northwest Georgia. They're back in 3A. So,
yeah.
So,
if you're
good luck with that.
If you're glad that they're not in the playoffs, enjoy it while you can.
Yeah, because it's not going to last very long. Also, a couple of guys there.
Some Let's Go Nears.
Rooting for the Nears. I like it. Yes, sir. Rooting for the Nears. All right, busting on down that thing there. Pelham is at Heard County. Heard County is hosting, and Pelham is a 5-point favorite. You know, I kind of looked up a couple different one of these teams. Man, I like what Heard County's done lately, but I'm going to take Pelham in a close one on the road, maybe 3 to 6 points.
I agree with you 100%. Benton. Heard County, they started slow this year. They got it turned around and really played well the second half of the season. They're at home. I think this is going to be a really, really good football game. But I'm going to pick Pelham by a field goal.
Gotcha. Mount Pisgah, in the same region, is on the road at Dade County. Dade County, 18-point favorite. Coach Poston, he's got those guys in the playoffs and hosting back-to-back years. I don't think he's ever had a home. I don't think Dade's ever had a home playoff win, and I think it changes tonight. I think Dade and Mr. Williams there, Miss Lana Williams, they're just going to just punch him in the mouth until they can't handle no more.
Well, you know, that R Murchie Dade game last week, 28-7 was the final score, but that game was fairly close throughout. And from the folks I talked to, it was a very physical game.
Yeah,
and I think Dade's a little bit banged up, nothing serious, but you know, just a little beaten up. So I agree. I think Dade, most of those guys get the playoff win tonight, but I think it's going to be a really close football game.
Yeah, I think with it being a cold night, relatively cold compared to what it's been being, you know, nobody's going to want to tackle Landon Williams when it comes to fourth quarter. Next with Taylor County at Bowden's a 35-point favorite. Give me the Red Devils.
Yeah, Red Devils roll, baby. Red Devils roll.
Yep. Mount Zion on the road at Manchester.
It's the same thing here. Manchester's going to roll.
Yeah. And if you're a Trion fan, get used to those two names because they're going to be in your region next year. Bowden and Manchester. Macon County, a 27-point favorite on the road at the 2-seed Christian Heritage.
I think Macon County is just going to be too much. Kudos to Christian Heritage on a good season and hosting a playoff game, but I think Macon County is a little bit too much.
Yeah, Macon County, I've been down there to Montezuma and watched the game before. If you're a Christian Heritage guy, get out to the game because if Macon County brings their band, man, you're in for a show. They put on a show at halftime, I'm telling you.
I like a good halftime.
It was awesome. All right, now to the game that we're at here, last on the list here. St. Francis at Trion. Trion's a 35-point favorite. Give a little backstory in this. And last year, I believe St. Francis was the team that eliminated Trion in the second round.
Second round. Yeah, eliminated Trion down there last year, second round. So Trion's probably going to remember that. But this is not the same St. Francis team as it was last year. They've had a little turmoil, I think, in the offseason. They had several kids leave the program.
Was it a coaching change as well, or no?
I think there was some kind of change there within the coaching staff, and some of the kids, several of the kids actually transferred to different schools. So they actually lost a good bit of talent, not to graduation, but from just kids kind of making the decision to leave. And because of that, they've had a rough season, and I think that rough season ends tonight in a rough fashion. I think Trion wins big.
I mean, I agree with you. I think Trion's going to win this one pretty easily. I watched some tape of this team, the St. Francis team. Looked like they tried to throw the ball around a little bit. Got a very young quarterback. Has about 1,000 yards passing. We're going to see what they can do. I mean, they're going to pull out all the stops, but I just don't think I don't think they're going to stop Toby Maddox.
No, I don't think they're going to stop. I don't think they're going to be able to stop Toby Maddox. Or I think Trion's going to be able to throw the ball, run the ball.
Any word on the QB's knee? I know last week he kind of got.
I think he's a little sore, but he's playing.
Yeah,
he's playing. So
yeah, but this is a situation where I think everybody would agree, coaches and the faithful. You know, if you get up, get them out.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. You know, next week has the potential to be a really big game. You know, just depending on how everything goes. But if the Bulldogs take care of business tonight and Elbert County takes care of their business tonight, that's going to be a really big game. I believe it'll be here next Friday, and it could potentially be a matchup between two top 8, 9, 10 teams. I think Elbert County's ranked up there 8, 9, 10 or something in the state. So it could be a really big game here next Friday.
Yeah, the coaches are not going to if you're a Trion coach, don't listen to this part. You know, looking at the bracket, I like Trion's draw going through the rounds there.
I do too.
They won't see Prince Avenue or Commerce until the state championship game.
Yep.
So you know, Lamar County's sitting out there as the 1 seed on the other side. Mm-hmm. You know, Lamar's a good team. Yeah. I think Trion can hang with Lamar. I think Trion has a good shot. You know, going to the Benz, but they got to take care of one step at a time. 1 week at a time, and you know, like we always say about every team that we talk about, you know, you got to eliminate mistakes and penalties, turnovers, things like that. You know, take care of your business, and I think things could go really well for them. There we go. A little inside information from Dave Pollard. St. Francis head coach is in Christian Heritage now.
Okay.
So Frank Bard must have been at St. Francis, and he moved up to Christian Heritage. I know Frank Bard's up there. Let's see. It says if Raymond County wins and Darlington wins, Darlington will have to go to Tiger, Georgia next week. Not a place you want to go.
I've been there.
I take that back. It's a beautiful place. I love it. It seemed like it was always super cold there.
Yep.
And we didn't ever play too well. When I say we, I went with the red and black.
Yeah, I went over there. Went over there watching the playoffs.
Been over there and nice people, great stadium. Get your butt wet.
And then drive 3 hours home.
Yes. Yeah. Or you know, spend $200 on a hotel or something. So, but yeah. You know, next week we're toying with the possibility of possibly hosting from Rome down there, and a possible Rome and Langston Hughes. You know, we got Elbert County possibly coming in here. Yep. You know, we're talking all kind of possible.
Well, and we got to make sure everybody, you know, you got to make sure everybody's schedules align and we can all be there. But we're going to try our best to try to keep bringing these shows to you for the next few weeks while we've got some Northwest Georgia teams still in the playoffs.
Yeah, I feel like we've picked, you know, half or maybe even over half of our local teams to win. So maybe we can get 20 out of 30. That'd be great.
It would be great. It would be great.
All righty. For Paul and Ben, we're here at Sam R McCain Stadium. Got about 39 minutes left till game time, and we'll sign off. That's all the games for now. Check us out at about 11 o'clock tonight. I'm sure me and Paul will be back on to talk about the results of all these games. And
hey, good luck to everybody tonight. Yeah, good luck to all the Northwest Georgia teams.
Yeah, hopefully everybody will stay injury free and move on to the next round.